Remember I made that shape and I added 10 subdivisions around on the U. I'm going to go ahead and create a polygon cylinder, just a straight polygon cylinder, and do the same thing. I'm going to add 10 subdivisions on the axis. So 10, go to the top view, bring this here, so one side, and make it try to make it as thin as this pipe. So just the radius, I'm going to make it something like that. So this goes like that, so we need to move it like this here, and I think that like that. So kind of shape it, move it, actually the other side, sorry. So I can go to the right view and kind of find exactly the angle. This is the angle, and I'm going to just move it out. Something like this. Now notice that this has to change direction. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add an edge loop over here and grab these vertices down here and move them up and rotate them so it will be like that. So they're going to be like sitting down. Something like this. Now I have to rotate them on this side as well. So we're dealing with a lot of angles. Okay. Do the same up here. So I'm just going to go ahead and insert edge loop tool. So I'm going to deal with this part now. So one is like rotating it from this side and then from the front. So I'm going to go to the front and rotate that from this side. Something like that, and then just make sure that this too is so this is supposed to be that beam that holds the other piece here. And I'm going to make this piece just like quickly, I'm going to go to the right view and create that. Let's see. This is some sort of a very kind of, I want to create a cube and move that over here. And so this shape is also with a lot of angles. I'm just gonna shape it quickly, you know, just get this. I'm not gonna do exactly the same. I'm just gonna eyeball it. And here you can always turn the X-ray and get your vertices. So now see that we don't have enough information, so we need to go ahead and add another edge loop. So insert edge loop over here. Get the vertices. Do something like that. So that would be fine in terms of a shape. You know. Maybe just take that a little bit. Go to the perspective, and then get this right in the middle here. If I press 3, I get a really soft shape, so we need to sharpen that. So as you can see here, we have sharpened areas. So I'm going to go ahead and add some edge loops. So I'm going to add an edge loop under here, like one under here, then one up here, one up there, one down there, one back here. So now I can get that kind of shape. And I can just go to the top view, press 1, get this down, something like that. So that would be it. I mean, we don't have to work too much on that piece. And we need one more beam, and we're done. So I could potentially select that and duplicate it and move it here, and we can flip it, mirror it. So we want to mirror it now on, you can see, if you select it, you see X is the red, Y is the green, Z is the blue. Now it's actually selected. So here's the blue. And we want to mirror it on the opposites, on this, towards that direction actually. So we have to go to mirror geometry, and we want to mirror it towards the Z. So Z plus Z, but we don't want to we don't want to merge it with the original. So apply. I don't know why it's connected. Oh, actually, yeah. You know what? I'm gonna do it manually. So here's my object, and instead of, like, if you want to flip something on any axis, you go to the scale and you just add the opposite axis. So this is minus, so this is 1. If I do -1, I'm going to flip it on the Z. It should do it, but let's see. Select it. Let me start over. So I'm going to select this, duplicate it, move it, and actually I'm going to freeze the transformations, and let's see if that works. So now I'm going to select it and go -1 on the Z scale. So now it works. Move it over here. And that needs a little bit of tweaking. Select these vertices, move them up. Select this edge and delete it, Control Delete. Select the vertices. I mean, it's easier if I should have made it from scratch, but it's fine right now. I'm just going to go to the right view and get this fitted here. And this time I need to do the opposite, and I need to like rotate these guys like that. Move it until it. So it's just shaping this on this side. Now both of these are looking really sharp, so we have to press 3 and make them soft. But then they get really soft everywhere, so we have to add some edge loops. So insert an edge loop tool. Insert an edge loop over here. Maybe a couple of those. And one up here. Do the same for this guy. One up here. And one down here. So now we select these two. We're going to delete the history, freeze transformations, and duplicate them, move them on the other side. And what I'm going to do is again flip it. Flip all these on. Do you guys can you tell what axis are we going to flip it? So once you want to flip something horizontally, so what you look at is where it's aiming. What's the horizontal? So this is the axis of movement. That's where we want to flip it towards the other direction. This is the X. So if I want to go and flip it on the X, you just go to the X scale and do the opposite of what it has. It has 1, I'm going to do -1. So I flip it like that, and I go to the top view, and I'm just going to put this back here. And this one I forgot about that piece, so duplicate that, move it, always freeze transforms. That cleans all the numbers here. So you want to say flip it to the again to the X. So X is 1, -1. I'm just going to flip it like that. So I have this chair. Now the other thing I need is like these two little parts, and then we're done with that. So this here didn't go well. I'm just going to move this until it reaches that area. Actually, I don't know why it didn't. Just need to manually fix that. So I'll manually bring this other piece. Duplicate it, move it, freeze transforms, and again do the same thing, -1 on the X, and move it back. So that was easier. So I'm going to save this. And stop the video.